everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. I hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, you guys, yesterday we talked about Amy Duggar. She had shared this cute photo of her husband Dylan falling asleep or sleeping with her baby Dax. Her Instagram was a photo that she decided to share as sort of this, oh, this is so sweet. I can't believe he's sleeping with him. How my heart, it aches. She said, last night was the first night Daddy tried to put him to sleep on his own without me. It's so important that they have their own nighttime routine and sweet bonding time without Mom around. So I was in the next room getting some work done and I hadn't heard from them in a while, so I decided to check in on this. And oh my God, y'all, my Ovaries. Babe, if you see this, let's adopt like 50 children. You're the best dad. What a perfect unfiltered moment. I'm so glad I walked in. So this photo is adorable. They fell asleep on the bed, probably both super exhausted because of, that's what happens when you have a baby. Unfortunately, her Instagram turned into this mess and all this stuff started happening with discussions about a lot of different things and mommies and going back and forth. So yesterday I did a video which basically said, hey, she was apologizing to all of her people for what was going on her page. Now, one of the interesting things about Amy is that this photo not only took a left turn in terms of what happened on the page, but another part of Amy is that because she has the last name Duggar, a lot of people automatically assume that she is doing things or living the same life that her very famous cousins have lived. Jim Bob is her uncle and her mother's brother. Now, her mom and her did not live the same life that Jim Bob and Michelle did with their children. Amy went to public school. Amy was not raised in the same IBLP that the Duggar children were. She wore pants. She lived a normal life. She listened to secular music. They listened to the radio. She watched TV. Let's just say Amy, for all intents and purposes, was just your normal little girl that lived. And then she had this family that had more belief systems where they didn't allow those things for her children. And so when we met Amy on the show, she was the cousin that was worldly and doing things a little bit differently. And so automatically was labeled sort of the rebel, maybe unfairly because she wasn't raised this way. So therefore she doesn't have the same rules. So she's not necessarily rebelling, right? Unfortunately, because of her attachment to the family, we automatically assume that she is supposed to ascribe to everything, right? So we see photos of babies and we see photos of babies with blankets and we think Duggars. Ah! Right? Because we think about what do blankets and babies and Duggars have to do with each other? Blanket, fill in the word. Training, okay? And we know that this practice is used by Michelle. She talks about it and she talks about it by using the term correcting, which basically is putting a baby on the blanket and then tempting them to go off the blanket and then, using a wooden spoon or something so that the baby won't leave the blanket, right? Well, that being said, automatically, anytime we see a baby in a blanket with the Duggars, all of us say, take this, right? So automatically, when we see this photo, people were going to ask her, so 50 kids and counting is in your future. And then someone said, I'm guessing you're not doing the blanket training crap, good for you. And she said, no way, I don't believe in that crap. So she automatically, we see a Duggar, we think of a blanket, we assume it, right? Well, Amy is spending a lot of time these days distancing herself from the family. And she's saying, no way, I don't do it, that's not me, which is another sort of distant, I'm not associated with this, that we've been seeing from Amy over the last few months. In November, there was this announcement that the Department of Homeland Security had gone in and to Josh's business. And so there's this sort of cloud of suspicion that's going on around this family. And throughout that time, Amy has been saying, I'm not a Duggar, I'm a king. I have my own family. I want to be known for me. I don't want to be known for my family. And now she's saying, and I don't want to be known for what they do when it comes to their kids. So if there's any doubt, if there's any question, we can all take a collective sigh of relief, even though we probably had nothing to worry about it again, but Amy Duggar will not be blanket training. All right, you guys, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll be back later. Bye.